Hello. If you want to know the importance of having a review system in your business, then this is the video for you to watch. Once again, if it's your first time on this channel, you are welcome. I am A.H.P. I'm an author and I also do business. Now, today's video is for that part of our channel where we talk about business. And before I go into today's video, I want to make two specific announcements. So for those of you who are aspiring entrepreneurs in Africa, there are videos on this channel, okay, for all the 54 African countries, okay. You'll find business ideas specifically for your country, okay, that you can choose one or a few from and execute as a business for yourself, okay, or for your family if you're a family, and equally there are also business ideas for aspiring entrepreneurs in the UK. So if you are a UK based aspiring entrepreneur, there are 60 home-based business ideas for you to be able to do in the UK. And also there is a checklist for everything that you require in order to set up a home-based business in the UK. So you can check that out as well on this channel. Okay, now without further ado, let us get into today's video, which is talking about the importance of having a review system within your business. Now, do you know that many people, okay, I've got my notes here to prompt me, because I couldn't keep everything in my mind. Okay, so I jotted things down. Okay, so do you know that a large percent of people, okay, who book your service or buy products from your business, okay, look at your reviews before doing so? Now that's a question. Okay. Now, if you have a review system in place and you didn't know that, now you know. If you don't have a review system in place, you wouldn't have known so. Okay. Now, that is why it's important for you to have one if you can, within your business. All right. Now, that is why it's important to have a customer service review system in place, like I've just mentioned. Okay, it serves your business as a silent recommender to new customers. So that is what a review system does. So every time somebody buys a product or buys a service from your business, they go and they give their feedback to how well you treated them, how well you spoke to them, how long the delivery service was, and how the whole experience was for them, and also the quality of the product. Okay, how they found it. They give all that information. Now that information serves as a reason to why people will come and buy from you. Okay, new customers would come and buy from you. Not necessarily the same product, okay, as your previous customers. Not necessarily the same service as your previous customers. It could be something totally different, or sometimes the same product or the same service. Okay, so it's important that you make sure that how you treat your customers, from communication to how you serve them to how their service or their product is delivered to them, is of excellence quality. Is of excellent quality. Okay, because if they write it down as a review, it's going to be a bonus to you. But if you treat them badly, as in how you provided the service, the quality of the product was not all that, and the communication wasn't all that, the delivery service time or the service delivery wasn't all that, it's going to reflect in the review, especially if they give a very honest review. It's going to reflect, okay? And that will impact your business. And I'm going to share with you how that is going to impact your business. Okay? So, because it's a silent recommender to new customers, if you provide good service to your customers or good product to your customers, including the service as an overall to your customers, they're going to write you a good review, and that will give new customers trust. Okay, they'll trust on the basis of that review, okay, to purchase from you, whether it's your product or your service. If you have a service, if you have a product based business such as this one, okay, or a service based product, a service based business, sorry, like a personal trainer or a gym instructor or a studio, like what's it called, a music teacher or a support teacher, or um or like a laundrette service, or other service businesses, okay, or like a child minder, or an au pair, okay, or even a nursery, okay, a private nursery, okay. When they give the review on your website or on the platform that you use, for example, we use Vinted, okay. Now, if they give you a review there, it's going to either cause new customers to trust, to buy on the basis of that review, or to not buy on the basis of that review. Now, a negative review impacts your business, as in it makes new customers not have the confidence to buy your product or your service, okay? Because they're thinking in their mind that if you can treat customers badly, and if you can provide bad service or bad quality product to this particular customer or this particular numbers of customers, then it means that the product or the service they're going to be buying from you is not guaranteed to be of good quality, and they don't want that experience, so they will refrain from buying from you, your business, okay, which affects your business because it affects the profitability of your business, okay, as in how much you're going to be making from your business. It also affects the longevity of your business, as in how long you're going to last in business, okay, because your reputation works in direct correlation with your customer service, with the quality of customer service you provide, and also the quality of service you provide, as well as the quality of products you provide. Okay, now we personally, okay, in our business, we personally implemented the review system in our business, okay, after being taught about it by our social media coach, who is Sterling Record, okay, during our lesson, and we have seen the impact of it in our business. I mean, our customer base grew significantly from when we implemented the review system into our business. We saw a substantial amount of customers, new customers, and returning customers because of the review that we had. Now, when you have a negative review, which sometimes, unfortunately, it happens, which can be for various reasons, okay? Um, Try as much as possible on your end as a service provider or a product seller, okay, as a business, to rectify it as much as you can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, okay? um where it works, the people will, you know, people will reconsider their decision and buy from you. Where it doesn't work, it'll reflect badly. But if the reviews on your business platform, if they're excellent, if they're more good reviews, okay, it works better for your reputation. But if there are more bad reviews than good reviews, then it impacts your business negatively. Okay, so try as much as possible, as it depends on you, to make sure that the reviews on your platform, on your business platform, is positive. Okay, once in a while you have, like I said, negative review or a not so positive review, okay, for various reasons. Either there was delay with providing the service, or cancellation of a service, or delay of placing out a product, or a damage of a product, or a product not meeting the customer's needs, or maybe delay in communication, which hindered how well you served that customer. Okay, that all impacts the review the customer will give you. Now, if it's your fault, then it's going to be to reflect very negatively. But if it's not your fault, then our customers, new customers, will understand and go back and explain the reason for that negative review. Now, if it's just a vindictive customer coming on your platform to try and give you a bad review to ruin your business, basically, which happens, we've experienced it several times, okay, you have the option to delete that review. Okay, you have the option to delete that review or to block that customer, so that their review doesn't show up on your platform. Okay, so that their opinion doesn't affect your business, because even when you explain, they'll still try and portray your service or your business in a bad light, which will unfortunately affect how others perceive your business to be. Okay, so that is the reason why, and the importance of having a review in place is basically so that you have a recommender out there that is recommending your business, that is showing customers that you do provide a good service, you do sell good products, you are a good business worth purchasing from. Okay, and that helps you to create a customer base, but also it helps to promote your business in a positive light, which gives you profitability. okay, when they purchase from your business, okay, and also which also gives you longevity in the business, in the business sphere of influence. Okay, so that is the importance of having a review system in place if you can. Okay, now if you don't have a written one, a written a written system out that helps you to help your customers to write it out, then you can tell your customers that you are more than happy for them to recommend your business to other people, and also happy enough to recommend your business. Yes, that you're happy enough to for them to recommend your business to other people, whether it's your service based business or your product based business. There are what's it called, there are people who will be glad to do that. Okay, and free of charge. Okay, most times free of charge. Okay, especially if they've enjoyed your service or they've really seen the benefit of your products. Okay, and you treated them well in the process of providing them the product or the service. Okay, they'll be more than happy to recommend. So if you don't have where customers can write a review, then you can give them permission to recommend to other people. Okay, which I have friends who are in business who don't have that recommendation and who don't have that review service in place, but they're always happy for me to recommend their business. Okay, and I do as and when necessary, as and when people require their service or their product. Okay, I'll recommend. I'm always happy to recommend. Now, if you have further questions to do with either business ideas or or help to build your business, or even how to help you to put a review system in place within your business, reach out to us on Dynamic Entrepreneurs. The link to our social media is on this channel, so you can just click on the icon and it will take you to our social media platforms, and then from there you can find the appropriate page, which is Dynamic Entrepreneurs on Facebook and also on Instagram. You can send your DM there, or a quicker way is for you to, if it's not private, for you to leave your request, your inquiry in the comment section of this video. Okay, I'll look at it and I'll respond accordingly. Okay, and reach out back to you to help you in whichever way we possibly can. I would say inappropriate comments will be deleted. Okay, because I don't tolerate any negative comments on any of my platforms, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, okay, or any other platform that you find us on. I don't tolerate negativity on my platforms. So if you do anything that is out of line, it'll be deleted, okay, and you will be blocked. So you don't want that. So do bear that in mind when you're making your comments, okay, or when you're even sending DMs. All right, other than that, have a good evening and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.